Hello, everybody. It's Jazzy, the video store Sasquatch. It is horror night in the cave here, and it is Friday night, and we went with another video game movie. We went with Silent Hill. It was directed by Christopher Gans. It stars Rhoda Mitchell as Rosa da Silva, Jadelle Frieden as Sharon, Lori Holder as Sybil, Sean Bean as Christopher, and Kim Coates as Officer Thomas. I'm not even going to try it. Basically, we start with the opening scene. It's a rough cut. We break in. We see the daughter, who is Sharon, being called by the mom. It's at the end of the forest, and then when we look down, we see Silent Hill. She even brings it up. That's Silent Hill. So that's the first kind of glimpse we see it. Now we hear these freaking sirens throughout this thing, and that's our warning that it is about to go down. It's just like the video game, I'm assuming. The cool things that you kind of see here are the little maps and stuff like that. So we get there, we get the sheriff, she gets her. And so this is two stories. Basically, it is the sheriff and her story inside Silent Hill, and then Officer Thomas and Sean Bean, Christopher, the husband, his story trying to find them in the real world. So we're in two separate worlds. If you're thinking of Silent Hill, a good thing to think about is the Upside Down from Stranger Things. It's not like exact, but it's just basically we know we're somewhere different and we're not no longer on Earth, but we're very close to where we're at. So as we go through the Silent Hill, we see the Pyramid Head guy. We see all the classic stuff in a video game. It is scary. This movie has scared the shit out of me. I remember it was 2006 when it came out. I was younger and I didn't like it. I mean, I think I had a nightmare about the Pyramid Guy for crying out loud. This movie is one of those movies that will make you stop and think about what you're doing and what is going on during the movie. Um, so we're following the sheriff here and her. And we're learning about the Silent Hill. We're learning why they're there and how Sharon looks just like the girl that is like processing them. I forget what they call her. I'm sure I couldn't find it, but it's pretty much Sharon. That's what we're gonna call her. So they try and find Sharon a bunch of times. The She takes them through. We learn the story. The girl Sharon, she was raped or whatever by the janitor, and the school tried to cover it up. And when the school covered it up, they brought the mom in. The mom all went to this like secret society that still like raped like little kids and stuff like that. So that's what happened there. And then we go back through to everything. They're about to burn the officer. This movie was crazy. Like it shows you like the cult ways it looks and stuff like that. So like how it like takes over and stuff like that. I mean it's what's the cool girl's name? I actually wrote it down, didn't I? I think it's Cassidy or something like that. Cassidy or Cassandra or something like that. She tricks all these people and like following her in the night through the Silent Hill. It's a wild movie and there's just so much to it to sit here and like do it. That's kind of why I'm quick recapping it here. But I'm just gonna kind of give you my theory on everything on what happened here. I think that somehow the girl found Rose probably through a car accident, probably with the sheriff. That's why they both get dragged into it. They're probably in like a purgatory or even hell. And they're being taught through this. I mean, at the end, it even kind of gives you the sense that she went home and she does go home, but she's not at home. She's still on the inside, the other world, the Silent Hill world. And the girl even kind of like she was like, "Oh, honey, like, oh, great, I'm so glad I have my daughter back." But the girl's like, "Ain't my daughter," and I actually think the daughter had probably been dead for a little bit before this is all going on. Like, I wish I would know more about the video game, so I know more about it, so I know how close I am to it. But at the end of it, we see the dad in the real world with her in the Silent Hill world, and they're pretty much right by each other. They're pretty much right by each other a couple times throughout the whole movie. And that's like the whole premise of this is, I think, and I think it's just trying to get her to forget everything and her to do all this and move on. And like now she's passed away. held on to this girl's death to grief. She did do right here. She did save a bunch of people wherever they were at, wherever Silent Hill is, because she did end the cult part of it, and she did out the leader. So it's kind of like I don't really. I'm pretty sure that's my interpretation of everything, and that's how it is. I mean, I know that's my interpretation. I'm pretty sure that is my interpretation of it. I could be way off. I liked the movie. I thought it was very good. I'm surprised that, especially when you look at like the numbers and stuff, like this is another one of those 100 million freaking movies on a $50 million budget. So it made double its budget here throughout the gross time. Very shocked that we didn't even get a Silent Hill 2, 3. I'm very shocked we didn't get a Street Fighter like from yesterday. So I think that with these video game movies, like if you don't get the core audience of the video game to like back it, you're gonna have a lot of problems because you're not gonna get the people to just try it. And that was the problem I was having with Borderland. I was telling my buddy this for this week was, hey, I don't ever play this game. I don't know why I would want to go watch it other than to do this. I mean, I probably would choose a different movie. As a matter of fact, I was gonna choose like Cuckoo or I'm probably not gonna do the Blake Lively movie, but I mean, there was a shot I would have did the Blake Lively movie, but it's just kind of another little thing about it. And historically, these video game movies, they're not huge. Mario Brothers was the exception last year, but think about all the video game movies. Like, what's the biggest video game movie you can even think of? Resident Evil, maybe. I think Halo has a game. Think about how big Halo was, and you don't ever hear anything about that. Um, it's hard, you know. I mean, like, there's a lot of people that are listening to the story that the game gave you. And the game gave you such a good story. Like, could you imagine them doing a Red Dead Redemption movie? That'd be stupid. Like, we had the best story ever, and it was on the video game, and we got to play it, and it lasted way longer. So I think that some of these video game movies are going to continue to struggle. I would be surprised to see Street Fighter do very well, but it does have Ryan Gosling in it, and Ryan Gosling's a hit, so you never know. I'd be surprised at Borderlands as well. Um, I'm gonna go see it. I'm very hopeful. I mean, I'll probably like it. I mean, it looks like it's good. It's colorful. But I just don't know enough about the video games. I'm gonna judge it based on the movie merit. So hopefully the movie's okay. That's what I had to do with Silent Hill back in the day when I first watched it. I did it later on, eventually play the game, so I do know more about it. Last of Us, I got to play the game before that, before I got to watch the series. And even that, like, it's tough because there's parts of the game that are way better than the show, and there's parts of the show that are way better than the game, and they're way different from each other. And that's another thing. And that's why the comic book movies, video games, all these sources, material stuff have all these people into it. If you heard me kind of joke around about having Thor as Raiden last night or last video with Mortal Kombat, that's another thing. Is these people expect these characters to be these characters. I don't know. Back to this movie anyway. So a video game movie, I give it a video game movie, a horror, whatever you want to give it. A video game, A overall, B minus. It's a very good movie. It's very like the story for overall is very good because it's relatable. Everyone knows what a cult is. Everyone knows what this is. Why these people are doing this. You know what I mean? We don't have to go into it, and that's another thing these video games are going to give you. The cool little things that you get are these little cool details. I didn't notice, like she had to memorize a map, so you would have to memorize a map in the video game, stuff like that. IMDb gave it a 6.5. I agree. I mean, I said B minus. I think that's about right. So, I mean, the movie is very good. Don't feel like you had to have played the video game or anything like that to watch this movie and like it, because this is just a good horror movie. So go ahead and watch it. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your night. Please have a great rest of your week, and thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comments section, and see you next time in the cave.